surprise. Zyberger was putting a reef in at the leeward mark, and with that, Mirage will cross first of the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday night races. It has been blowing like stink in Annapolis for Monday, Tuesday. Now it's Wednesday night racers' chance to have their kicks out on the bay. We are seeing a lot of the same familiar faces on the top of the leaderboard, but we do have Kevin McKee's Jab, a J24, winning the Perf 3 class right now. And we have Occam's Razor, Peter Pelch. He's changing things up in the J70 class. So a lot of action to see out here for the third race of the second series. I'm Ashley Love. We have Bruce Nairn producing from behind the camera, and let's join the action. We are under 10 seconds here for Perf 0, the FAR 30 class, and the J35s. Moxie is another boat that's surprised. That's a new name in front of their class. And they had a great start winning the boat. J35s, Maggie and Bazing must have had their radios down. They missed the start by a little bit, but in this breeze, they could definitely catch up.
Well, they have a good match race going on there, Ash.
Yeah, and they've got a boat ducking them too. This is Perf 1 and Perf 2, and in both classes, their leader has won both races up to now, QA2 and Monkey Dust, Craig and Dottie Saunders.
And it's QA2 that jumps out into the lead right away.
Yes, this winning the boat position is a nice one to have on a long beat, long favored starboard.
Easy for you to say.
This is the J105s, and there was a big battle up here between Mousetrap and Crash. That is the gun, and there is an individual recall on. I think Mousetrap might have been the Grim Reaper for Crash. They're ruining their hopes of a good start. I don't know if they were over. It was Inigo that was over, and Firebrand was a few minutes behind. I hope they can catch up. This is the J70s and the J80s. They practically started like lasers. They had no speed about 3 seconds ago, and bam, they're out of here. Another individual recall.
You knew that was coming. Derecho?
Something ending in 3. Who was it? Who was it? Ah, down at the pin. There was one tack on this beat, and Doghouse was the first one to get around. They're going to take a hard left, go around G, take a hard right, and another upwind chance. Mousetrap got around second. Dove, seeing some new faces up here. John Aris' Schools Out is back out on the bay. They missed the first 2 races of this series, but they are back out now and leading this race.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Todd Hiller's Leading Edge has been doing really well this series, and they are not about to give up too easily. Right on Schools Out heels. Occam's Razor was in the lead, but no, not so much, as Derek Lynch's Outlaws, J80, hangs out in the middle of the pack. Here's Charles Eng's Stray Dog. They were too fast for us to catch up to them at the top. Right in the background of them, Ramrod's doing a great job covering Cole. Keep your boat between the next mark and your nearest competition. Rod Jabin on Ramrod did that perfectly. a hydrofoil to be able to get through these waves nice and smooth. That was smooth. Nice tack. Cole Alsop is driving tonight. Usually he shares with James or his father Jim. They've got a hodgepodge of all of the local sailing instructors from AYC, UYC, and SSA crewing for him. We saw Maggie having a rough start, but she is the first one to the mark for the J35. They pinched right up over the top of the mark and made it, no problem. Dakota Girl will be the third one to get around the mark for the J35s, and right next to them we have Seaburger. We've been saying their name wrong for a good decade, but we're here to fix it. They're going to get line ironers around this mark for Perf 1. Seaburger wins the prize for having the most crew doing something before they actually got to the mark. A lot of boats have been rounding unprepared, but they look like they're hopping to it.
Now, what's the name of the boat again?
It's Seaburger.
Oh, you said Zyburger.
I was wrong.
It's Z-Burger. Z-Burger.
Seaburger, with a hard K in front.
From Austria, is that right?
Yes, it's a common name in the most western part of Austria. Common last name. Bob Murphy's 1-ton airmail. The next one around with a hard turn. Doghouse is still the first one around the top mark. They've got a guy with a boot. Even a broken ankle's not keeping this guy from coming out today. This is perfect.
Stay with him, Asher.
All right, let's go.
Waiting for the set.
Mass man, ring the bell. Close, it's close. There it is. Oh, it's the same guy trimming is putting up the kite.
That's that doesn't sound right.
One-man band.
Seems like they have enough people on board the boat so you don't have to actually do the hoist and the trim.
That's Gavin O'Hare trimming that kite, riding these waves. Leading edge in the J70s has taken over the lead. We saw them in second place around the last mark, so something happened. Perf 1 has made it around the last nun. We've got Monkey Dust and Seaburger fighting for line honors at the end. Next around is Airmail. With corrected time, he could beat them. Line honors and usually winning. John Tahansky's QA2. Alex sucking in that kite. Alex Berg and Greg Lyons trimming on the jib. Back up with Perf 1. Seaburger and Monkey Dust have been joined at the hip since the start. We'll have to figure out who owes who time.
And they are 1-2.
In their class, yes. Proving it here why.
In the order, right as you're looking at it here, 1-2.
Lightening up. Maybe some bigger sail area will be an advantage here. It's the old pass them to leeward trick.
It's the old neck and neck and neck
They're
and neck.
neck and neck and neck. Right in here into the mooring field, they might be calling for some room soon. They got to a point in here in the mooring field where they had to pick, go low or tack. Monkey Dust is gonna let Seeburger go. Craig and Dottie Saunders shook them on Monkey Dust. They used that mooring field like a basketball pick. Sayonara to them. Line honors for these guys.
Now, wasn't that the best Brothers Grimm fairy tale you've ever seen? It was just windy enough and just unwindy enough to send them on the longest course they've ever done in this year. Just beautiful out there. Remember to send me your tidbits. I want to know what's going on your boat. Tell me so I can talk about you guys in the video. For Bruce Nairn behind the camera producing, I'm Ashley Love from T2B TV. We'll see you next week.
So nothing's going to catch them by surprise. Zyberger was putting a reef in its leeward mark, and with that, Mirage will cross first of the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday night races.